You don't see ghosts like in Blackfoot in Haunt. Oh. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. In today's video I'm gonna tell you about 5 books about haunted places, houses and apartments. They are all written by foreign authors, American and British ones, so you can easily find the stories online or in bookstores and read them. These books are perfect for those who like ghost stories as much as I do. So without further ado, let's get into this video. The book which I'm gonna start with is an old one. It is from the 19th century, and this is a short story. I have this collection of short stories by William Hope Hodgson, and I've already told about this book in one of my previous videos. And one of these short stories is called The Whistling Room. Whistling Room is a story about a room in one of the Irish castles. And the point is that all the residents of the castle always hear strange sounds like whistling, which go from the room. And they need some help because nobody can enter the room, nobody can do anything in that room. And the story which lies behind the whistling is quite interesting and terrifying at the same time. So I think that this is a must-read short story, especially if you like kind of detective stories. So William Hope Hodgson and his The Whistling Room, it is a perfect short story for your ghost or Halloween party or just for a cozy evening. This next story is a novel, but it's quite short, to be honest. It is from Wilkie Collins. This author is quite popular because of his novel Woman in White. His another novel, which is called The Haunted Hotel, is interesting as well. There is a palazzo, just a palace, in Venice. There was a place where a man dies and the circumstances of his death are pretty strange, and his widow behaves quite odd and weird. After that, the palazzo is repaired and remade into a hotel. The people who lives in this hotel, they understand that something is wrong. They think that they go crazy. The story goes quite slow, but when you get the climax, you feel goosebumps and like shiver. This is a classic ghost story with these detective notes, and it's amazing. Well, the book is called Apartment 16 by Adam Neville. It is a quite thick book, and I have enough to say about it. So it is a story about an apartment in Barrington House, which is a luxurious house with expensive apartments in London. And there are 2 characters, a young woman and a young man, and their lines go like parallels and curves at the end of the story. It is, well, as for me, it is quite irregular, and it is not ordinary in literature, so I think that is quite fresh. It seems quite fresh for me. Well, this young woman's grandmother has left a legacy of an apartment to her granddaughter in this Barrington House as well, but it is another apartment. But the girl finds out the history of a neighboring apartment, number 16, and she tries to uncover its secrets. At the same time, the young man tries to reveal its secrets as well, but in his own way, and they do it differently, completely differently. That's why it seems like you read 2 separate stories, but this is actually one novel, one and the same novel. Apartment 16 is the apartment which believed to be haunted because people who live in Barrington House always hear some strange noises and sounds from apartment 16, and nobody entered the apartment for about 50 years. 50 years ago, the owner of this apartment was an artist, and the artist supported Nazism. It's quite a complicated story. I'm not going to tell about the plot more because it's worth reading. I'm explaining all the twists and little details. Just read it, and yeah, it is a cool story. But if to be honest, I was a little bit disappointed at the end. I didn't expect that it ends the way it ends. And the last but not the least are two novels. They are quite similar because in English they're called in similar way. The Haunting of Hill House and The Haunting of Blackwood House, and I'm gonna start with The Haunting of Blackwood House by Darcy Coates. The novel is about a girl who is the daughter of two spiritualists, but she doesn't believe in ghosts because she's so sick of spiritualism, and she even broke all the connections with her parents. The girl buys a house with a special story. Blackwood House is a place where a serial killer of children once lived. I don't know, but the girl thinks that it's okay. So she buys this house. Well, she tries to repair it and to make a cozy place for living. Her boyfriend tries to help her with it. There are some strange noises, there are visions, but the problem is that the girl doesn't want to believe in ghosts, and she tries to explain everything her own way, but without ghost parallels. It is quite irritating, and if to be honest, the character is very I don't like her. While reading, I was thinking that she was a stupid, stubborn girl, and I don't like her. I do love this story. It is amazing. It is just insanely interesting, and like you are in it completely. But the character, the main character, is horrible. But maybe you like her. The Haunting of Blackwood House is good. Is very good, but be ready for the character. Another book is very popular, and I've told about this book in one of the previous videos as well. And there is a TV show by Netflix. You can watch it. I've never watched this. Yeah. The Haunting of Hill House by Shirley Jackson. Hill House is a great manor, and 4 people want to spend some time in this special mansion. They know that this is haunted, but why not? I don't know how to explain the behavior of characters when they know that the place is haunted, but they just, it's okay, I want to live here and I don't believe in ghosts. So, okay, they want to spend some time here. But obviously, it is not so simple. The place is quite noisy. I remember that the book is spooky. This is the perfect word for this story, for this novel. And while reading it, you get goosebumps. But actually, you don't see ghosts. Like in The Haunting of Blackwood House, you actually see ghosts and blood, the cold, and everything like that. But in The Haunting of Hill House, you never see ghosts. You just feel them. The characters feel them, and it makes the atmosphere of the novel so, like, making you shiver. So I advise you to read this book. This is popular, this is interesting, this is like atmospheric, and the end of the story is quite sad, to be honest. It is not satisfying, but it is only my opinion. If you look for something popular but unexpectedly fresh, at the same time, The Haunting of Hill House is for you, definitely. So this is it. 5 stories about haunted places, apartments, houses, and so on. Well, maybe I'm a little bit too late with this video because Halloween time is already over, but anyway, I hope you like it and it was useful and helpful for you if you look for such kind of stories. So I will be really thankful if you write something in comments, and really glad if you like it. So thank you for watching and see you later. Bye bye.